Krishna Krishna Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये। तुलसी राधे गोलोकानंद भगवान की जय। बोलो श्रीमद् भागवतम की
जय।
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण रीना जी।
हरे कृष्णा भैया, आज कहाँ है सब लोग?
आज सब लोग कहाँ हैं? I know Anil ji is out of town.
अच्छा अच्छा।
And I know Tarun is busy in organizing something. Ajay came back, but जब भी long weekend शुरू हो रहा है ना, pretty much not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So who else? Him did join yesterday, but I know his brother and everybody's in town.
Yeah. It's that time.
Right.
We'll continue.
कोई नहीं.
Yeah, we will continue.
Yeah. So कल हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे. We were reading. कल हमने 15 श्लोक पूरे किए. 8वें स्कंद का 4था अध्याय हमने शुरू किया. और जैसा कि देखा कि 2nd and 3rd अध्याय में Gajendra, who is the king of all the elephants in this birth, which was in the 4th Manuvantar, right? 4th Manuvantar, who is the Tamas Manu, and Gajendra is the king of elephants. He went into the river and how he gets stuck by the crocodile, fights for 1,000 years, and at the end he remembers that he needs to surrender to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. और लास्ट 2nd और 3rd अध्याय में हमने वही स्तुति सुनी, very blissful prayers by Gajendra. And how did he know that स्तुति, right? उसकी स्टोरी हम पढ़ रहे थे, that he was actually the king of the South Dravid state known as King Indrudham. So he was King Indrudham in the previous birth, and for some reason he was cursed by Kashyap Muni to take birth as the king of the elephants. But it was good for him, is what we read. It was good for him. The curse was good because he surrendered unto Lord Sri Krishna, and then he got the moksha. He went back to Vaikuntha. And this is what Shukdev Goswami ji is telling Parikshit Maharaj, right? And we'll read in Shlok 16. Marina ji.
Mahahari Prito Gajendram Kuru Sattama Shrinvatam Sarvabhutanam Sarvabhutamayo Vibho. O best of the Kuru dynasty, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the super soul of everyone, being thus pleased, addressed Gajendra in the presence of everyone there. He spoke the following blessings. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. As Lord Sri Krishna himself is now speaking to Gajendra, and of course he is the super soul of everyone. He says, Sarva Bhuta Mayo Vibhuva. That's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He spoke to Gajendra as follows. Shri Bhagwan Uvacha Imam Tvam Cha Sharach Shridam Girikandar Kananam Vetraki Chakvenunam Gulamani Surpadipan Shingani Mani Dishyani Brahmano Me Shivasya Cha Kshirodham Me Priyam Dhama Shweta Deepam Cha Bhashwaram. Srivatsam Kostubham Malam Gadam Komodakим Mam Sudarshanam Panchajanyam Suparnam Patageshwaram Sesham Chematkalam Suksham Shriyam Devi Madhashrayam Brahmanam Naradam Rishim Bhavam Praladam Matasya Kurma Varahadvare Avatare hai Kritani me Karmanyananta Punyani Surya Soma Mutashanam Pranavam Satyam Vyaktam Govi Prana Dharma Vyayam Dakshayani Dharma Patni Soma Kashyapa Yorapi Ganga Saraswatim Nandam Kalindim Sitavaranam Dhruvam Brahma Rishin Sapta Punya Shlokanksham Manavan Utthaya Pariratrante Prayattasu Samahita Ishmaranti Mam Rupani Muchante Teha Shokila. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, freed from all sinful reactions are those who rise from bed at the end of night, early in the morning, and fully concentrate their minds with great attention upon my form and your form, this lake, this mountain, the caves, the gardens, the cane plants, the bamboo plants, the celestial trees, the residential quarters of me, Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, the three peaks of Trikut mountain, made of gold, silver, and iron, my very pleasing abode, the ocean of milk, the white island, Sweta Deep, which is always brilliant with spiritual rays, my mark of Srivats, the Kaustubh gem, my Vajayanti garland, my club, Komodaki, my Sudarshan disc, and Panchajanya conch shell, my bearer Garud, the king of the birds, my bed Seshanag, my expansion of energy, the goddess of fortune, Lord Brahma, Narad Muni, Lord Shiva, Prahlad, my incarnations like Matsya, Kurma, and Varaha, my unlimited, all auspicious activities which yield piety to he who hears them, the sun, the moon, fire, the mantra Omkara, the absolute truth, the total material energy, the cows and Brahmins, devotional service, the wives of Som and Kashyap, who are all daughters of King Daksh, the rivers Ganges, Saraswati, Nanda and Yamuna Kalindi, the elephant Airavrat, Dhruv Maharaj, the seven rishis, and the pious human beings. Yeah. So so much is described, but if you remember, Hare Krishna Mayur, if you remember, we started the last adhyay, and before that, before the Gajendra Stuti, it was described, the Trikut mountain was described, right? How the Trikut mountain was, how the Kshira Sagar is the ocean of milk, where on the Sheshnag, Lord Vishnu is Shayam pe lete hue hain wahan pe, right? That's the pleasing abode, is what he's describing. And so he's describing the whole scenario, and then he's saying that people who concentrate on this with the devotional mindset. And at this point, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is speaking to Gajendra. Yeah? So we'll read the next shlok. Mayur. Mayur.
Sorry, I was on mute. Yeah. Ye mama stuvanti anigyana pratibuddhya nishatye tesham pranatyate cha dadami vipulam gatim. My dear devotee, unto those who rise from the bed at the end of night and offer me the prayers offered by you, I give an eternal residence in the spiritual world at the end of their lives. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, right? And this is spoken by none other than Lord Shri Krishna himself, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. When he gave darshan to Gajendra, And then he got him rid of the crocodile, and then he's telling him that anyone who pratibuddha nishataye, nishate is at the end of the night, in the morning, yeah, what happens? Tesham pranat yeye chaham. Yeah, they offer me the prayers. Which prayers? The offered, the one which were offered by Gajendra, right? At the end of yesterday's session, we also heard the whole Gajendra Stuti again, right? In 7 minutes, we heard the whole thing again, right? So people who do those prayers, Lord Krishna himself is saying that I give an eternal residence in the spiritual world. Dadami Vipulam Gatim. Yeah, Vipulam Gatim is the eternal residence in the spiritual world at the end of their lives. It says Prana Attaye, like at the end of the life, they get the eternal residence in the spiritual world. Is what Lord Sri Krishna himself is saying. Yeah. Rinaji?
Sri Shukuvaj. इत्यादिश्य ऋषिकेश प्राध्यमाय जलजोत्तमम् हर्षयन् दिव्यबुधानि कामारुरो खगाधिपम्. Sri Sukadev Goswami continued, in this instruction, the Lord, who is known as Rishika, beguiled with his Panchajanya conch shell, in this way pleasing all the demigods, headed by Lord Brahma. Then he mounted the back of his carrier Garud. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So after delivering GajendraMoksham, also even the crocodile, right? The Rishikesh, yeah, Rishikesh is the Bhagwan Rishikesh, right? Lord Sri Krishna. What did he do? Pradhyamai Jalaj Uttamam. Jalaj Uttamam is the best conch shell, shank, right? Panchajanya shank, right? So he played that. And then, of course, that made everyone, like all the demigods and Lord Brahma, they were all pleased by hearing the sound of that. And then Khag Adipam, he mounted on the back of his carrier, Garud. Yeah. And he went back to his abode. And thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the 8th canto, 4th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Gajendra Returns to the Spiritual World. Yeah. Hello, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. So we completed chapter 4 and we will now start the chapter 5. And chapter 50 is about the demigods appeal to the Lord for protection. Yeah. So all the devatas, they appeal to Lord Shri Krishna for protection. So we'll continue reading this. Sri Shukuvacha Rajan Adityam Meteta Te Hare Karmadhanashanam GajendraMokshanam Punyam Revatam Tvavantaram Shinu. Sukhdev Goswami continued, O king, I have described to you the pastimes of GajendraMoksham, which is most pious to hear. By hearing of such activities of the Lord, one can be freed from all sinful reactions. Now please listen as I describe Revat Manu. Yeah. So what Sukhdev Goswami is saying, and if you remember, we talked about the devotional service, right? The 9 different ways. And the first one is Shavanam. Yeah. Shavanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam. And so first itself is Shavanam. Like Shavanam is, we are hearing through the ears. Now here we are reading and hearing. So what Sukhdev Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj, right? That I described to the pastimes of GajendraMoksham, yeah, GajendraMokshanam and Punyam. Yeah, anyone who is hearing these pious activities of the Bhagwan, right? How he said, can be freed from all sinful reactions. Karma adhanashana. Yeah, what is being mentioned is karma adhanashanam. Yeah, freed from all sinful reactions. And then he's saying, now please hear, as I described, Revat Manu. So Revatam Manu is the 5th Manu. If you remember, the GajendraMoksham story was in the 4th Manu. Yeah, we know that there are, how many Manus are there? How many Manus are there in one day of Lord Brahma?
14.
14 Manus, right? And we were, all the Manus were being described. So the first Manu is Shambhu Manu. Yeah. And the second Manu is the son of Agnidev. yeah, which is Swaruchisa. Swaruchisha Manu is the name of second Manu. He is the son of Agnidev. The third Manu is, if you remember the name, Uttam, yeah, Uttam, and the fourth Manu is Tamas. They are son of Priyavrit Maharaj. Priyavrit Maharaj is brother of Shambhu Manu and son of Lord Brahma himself. Yeah, sorry, the son of Shambhu Manu. Yeah, Shambhu Manu is the first Manu, who is son of Lord Brahma, and Priyavrat Maharaj is son of Shambhu Manu. Yeah, and then his son Tamas Manu and Uttam Manu, right? So Tamas was the fourth Manu. We read the story about that. And the fifth Manu is what Sukdev Goswami is now talking about, is Revatam. Yeah. Now please listen as I describe Revatam. Hare Krishna, Tarun.
Hare Krishna, Gajendra.
Okay.
Panchkamo Revato Nama Manus Tamasa Sodara Bali Vindhyaya Dayas Tasya Sutta Arjuna Purvakaha. The brother of Tamasa Manu was the fifth Manu, named Revata. His sons were headed by Arjuna, Bali, and Vindhya. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Revat Manu was also brother of Tamas Manu, who was son of Priyavrat Maharaj. Yeah. So Uttam Manu, Tamas Manu, and Revat Manu all were sons of Priyavrat Maharaj. Yeah. And Swarochisha Manu, the second Manu, is son of Agnidev. First Manu, Shambhu Manu, is son of Lord Brahma. Right. So like this, we are talking about the fifth Manu. And it's mentioned his sons were Arjun, Bali, and Vindhya. Were sons of fifth Manu. Rinaji?
Vibhurindra Surgana Rajan Bhutar Yadayah Hiranya Roma Vedishira Urtubhayadeyo Dvija. O king, in the millennium of Ravat Manu, the king of heaven was known as Vibhu. Among the demigods were the Bhutaryas, and among the seven Brahmanas who occupied the seven planets were Hiranya, Roma, Vedasira, and Urdhvabahu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So the king of heaven at that time was known as Vibhu. Yeah. Instead of Indradev, known as Vibhu in fifth Manvanta. Patni Vikunta Shubhrasya Vekunte Hasur Sattame Tayo Hasva Kaliya Jagge Vekunto Bhagavan Swayam. From the combination of Subhra and his wife Vikunta, there appeared the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vaikuntha, along with demigods who were his personal plenary expansion. So in the fifth Manvanta, Lord Vishnu appeared as Vaikuntha, as son of Subhra and Vikunta. Tarun?
Vaikuntha Kalpito Yena Loko Loka Namaskita Ramaya Prataya Yamana Nena Devya Tat Priya Kamyaya. Just to please the goddess of fortune, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vaikuntha, at her request, created another Vaikuntha planet, which is worshipped by everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare
Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Ramya, right? The Rama Devi, right? Rama Devi. At her request, yeah, Lakshmi Ji's request, the Lord created a Vaikuntha planet, which is worshipped by everyone, is what is mentioned. Mayur?
Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur remarks here that this Vaikuntha planet, like Srimad Bhagavatam, appears and is said to be born or created, but both Srimad Bhagavatam and Vaikuntha eternally exist beyond the material universe, which are enveloped by 8 kinds of coverings. As described in the second canto, Lord Brahma saw Vaikuntha before the creation of the universe. Viragava Acharya mentions that this Vaikuntha is within the universe. It is situated above the mountain known as Lokalok. This planet is worshipped by everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So he's describing the Vaikuntha planet and Srimad Bhagavatam. Yeah, what we are reading right now is Srimad Bhagavatam, right? And Srimad Bhagavatam is also saying eternally exists beyond the material universes. Yeah. Rinaji?
Sasyanubhavam tathito gunasya paramodaya bhauman renun saha vimame yo vishnu varna yudana. Although the great activities and transcendental qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead's various incarnations are wonderfully described, sometimes we are unable to understand them. Yet, for Lord Vishnu, if one could count the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but no one can count the atoms of the universe, nor can anyone count the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. What is mentioned is Vishnu Varna Yeda Gunar. Yeah. How can no one can count the transcendental qualities of the Lord? So is what is mentioned here, right? Nice purport. Let's read this, Tarun.
The Lord's glorious activities referred to in this connection took place after his personal bodyguards Jaya and Vijaya became Daityas. Having been cursed by the great sages Sanaka, Santana, Sanat Kumara, and Sanandana, Jaya as Hiranyaksha had to fight with Varahadeva, and at that same Varahadeva is mentioned in regard to the Revata millennium. The fighting, however, took place during the reign of the first Manu, Shambhuva. Therefore, according to some authorities, there are two Varahas. According to others, however, Varaha appeared during the regime of Shambhuva Manu and stayed in the water until that of Revata Manu. Some may doubt that this could be possible, but the answer is that everything is possible. If one could count the atoms within the universe, one could count the qualities of Lord Vishnu. But the atoms of the universe are impossible for anyone to count, and similarly, no one can count the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So what we know already, right, that Jay and Vijay were the bodyguards. In the previous canto, we read about, how Narad Muni described to Yudhishthira Maharaj, if you remember, the story of Jay and Vijay, then how Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu, and then in one of the places we read about how Hiranyaksh was killed by Lord Varahadev, yeah, how he goes down, brings the earth out, kills Hiranyaksh, yeah, and of course the curses were given by the Sanat Kumars, yeah, the Sanat Kumars, the four Sanat Kumars, Sanat, Sanatan, Sanat Kumar, and Sananand. So those are the four Sanat Kumars, were the great sages. If you remember, Lord Brahmaji's, they are all Lord Brahmaji's sons. But when they were born, they were already yogis. They were born as yogis. They were brahmacharis. Lord Brahma wanted to expand the universe and asked them to do it, but they refused. And they were totally brahmacharis and rishis. And then they were going to Vaikuntha. Then, if you remember the whole story, right? They gave curse to Jay and Vijay. Then they appeared as three birds on earth, Hiranyaksh and Hiranyakashipu. The second one was Shishupal and Dantvak. The Ravan and Kumbhakaran, and then Shishupal and Dantuvak, right? So those are the three. And we saw that some of that was already described. So we read about that. The question here is, the Vara, Lord Vara was mentioned again in the Revat Manu's Manuvantar. So what is being said is the same Vara, Lord Vara, who appeared in Shambhu Manu's time, he stayed on till the Revat Manu in the water. And his transcendental qualities are, of course, unlimited. So everything is possible, is what is mentioned. Hare Krishna, Ajay.
Hare Krishna. Shashtascha Chakshukshah Putrashavo Shucho Namu Vai Manuha Puru Purush Sudyumna Pramukha Shrashush Shushatmaja. The son of Chakshu, known as Chakshusa, was the sixth Manu. He had many sons, headed by Puru, Purusha, and Sadyumna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah? So the sixth Manu is Chakshush. The name of the sixth Manu is Chakshush Manu. Do you remember the name of all the 5 Manus so far? So who is the first Manu?
Shambhu.
Shambhu.
That's easy to remember. We have talked about him so many times, right? So that's very easy to remember. And he is son of
Lord
Brahma.
Lord Brahma. Yeah? Shambhu is Lord Brahma. Shambhu, where Manu is son of. Who is the second Manu?
Tamas.
No. Swarochisa. Yeah.
Sorry.
Second one is Swarochisa, who is son of Agnidev. Yeah.
Agnidev.
Swarochisa, son of Agnidev. The third one is, Mayur, as you mentioned, is Uttam Manu. Yeah. Uttam is son of Maharaj Priyavrat. And then the fourth Manu is the Tamas Manu, who is son of Maharaj Priyavrat. And the fifth Manu we just read, what was his name?
Revat.
Revat Manu, yeah. And Revat Manu is also son of Maharaj Priyavrat, brother of Tamas and Uttam. And now we are reading about sixth Manu, is Chakshus. So it is not just a thing that, hey, there are 14 Manus and everything is given here, right? The name of Manus. And we are currently under 7th Manu. In this day of Lord Brahma, we are under 7th Manu. We'll read about that hopefully in some next adhyas. The 7th Manu is the Vevasvat Manu. So 6th Manu is the Chakshus. 7th Manu is the Vevasvat Manu because he's son of Suryadev of Vivaswan. Suryadev is known as Lord Vivaswan, son Vevasvat Manu. That's what we are, the sons of Vevasvat Manu, 7th Manu, right? That's just half. What I was going to say was, even the next Manus, right? The remaining 7 Manus, their names are also given in Srimad Bhagavatam already. Yeah. Let to read. Rinaji.
Indro mantra mastatra deva apyadayo gana munayastatra vairajan vishmadvir kadaya. During the reign of Chakshu Manu, the king of heaven was known as Mantra Druma. Among the demigods was the Apyas, and among the great sages were Havishman and Virag. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so see how the king of heaven, Swargalok's king, is known as with different names, right? Mantra Drum was the name. So it's a Mantra Drum Strata Indru. Yeah, that was the name of the king of heaven. And in the previous Manu, Revat Manu, we saw it, the name was Vibhu. Yeah. And of course, the names of the Devatas and all the Saptarishis and all are different Rishi names in each Manuvantar. Right. And you know, each Manuvantar is almost 71 times 4.2 million years, right? Remember? 71 Yug cycles is the Yug cycle of one Manu. And each Yug cycle is all the 4 Yugas, Kali Yug, Dwapar Yug, Treta Yug, and Satyug. The total of those is 4.2 million years. So multiply that by 71. That's how long one Manuvantar is. Yeah? Hare Krishna Prem.
Hare Krishna. Tatrapi Dev Sambhutya Vairajyas Ya Bhavatsutta Ajito Nama Bhagwanish Shain Jagatapati. In this 6th Manvantara millennium, Lord Vishnu, the master of the universe, appeared in his partial expansion. He was begotten by Vairaj in the womb of his wife Deva Sambhuti, and his name was Ajita. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So in the 6th Manu, Chakshush Manu, Lord Vishnu appeared as Ajit, and we'll read about that. Ajito Nam Bhagwan Ansena Jagatapati. Jagatpati Bhagwan appeared as Ajit. We'll read about that. That is in the 6th Manu. Yeah. Hare Krishna. Rasiksham Prabhuji, nice to see you. How are you?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
पढ़ेंगे?
हरे कृष्ण। श्रीराजोवाच यथा भागवत ब्रह्मणितः क्षीरसागरः यथावर्थमुवा यतश्चन्द्रिं यथार्वोचु ऊचु आत्मा यथामृतं सुरैः प्राप्तं किं चान्यभवत् ततः एतद् भागवतः कर्म वदस्व परमाम् अद्भुतम्। Translation. King Parikshit inquired, O great Brahman, Sukdev Goswami, why and how did Lord Vishnu churn the ocean of milk? For what reason did he stay in the water as a tortoise and hold up Mahendra mountain? How did the demigod obtain the nectar, and what other things were produced from the churning of the ocean? Kindly describe all these wonderful activities of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So what Parikshit Maharaj is asking now to Sukdev Goswami ji, right? Last time he asked in the 4th Manu about GajendraMoksham story. In the 6th Manu, Chakshush Manu, he is asking about what happened to the ocean of milk, the Kshir Sagar, right? How the churning of the ocean of milk happened. And that's the question which Parikshit Maharaj is asking. And how did the Lord stay in the water as a tortoise? Yeah, that's the one of the avatars, if you remember, we read about. And that's the Ajit. And then how did, as a tortoise, he hold up the Mandara mountain? So that's the story. And then after that, of course, you know that how the Devatas obtained the Amrit, right? How the churning of the ocean produced the Amrit, which was taken by all the Devatas to be eternal. So that's the story which Parikshit Maharaj is asking Sukdev Goswami to recite. Mayur?
त्वया संकत्य मन्ये महिमना सात्वतं पतेः नातितृप्यति मे चिन्तं सुचिरं ताप्तापितम्. My heart, which is disturbed by the three miserable conditions of material life, is not yet sated with hearing you describe the glorious activities of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the master of the devotees. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. And who is saying this?
Parikshit Maharaj.
Parikshit Maharaj, right? To Sukdev Goswami. That so far, up to 8 ISKCON, we have read so many of devotional stutis by so many devotees of the Bhagwan. And Parikshit Maharaj is still saying that since he is such a miserable condition of material life, he is still not done hearing about the glorious activities of the Lord, right? This is what Srimad Bhagavatam. What is Srimad Bhagavatam? Is the story of all the Bhagwan and his devotees is Srimad Bhagavatam. So Parikshit Maharaj is asking Sukdev Goswami ji to recite more. Tarun?
श्रीसुतवाच संपुष्टो भगवानेव द्वैपायन सुतो द्विजः अभिनन्द्य हरे वीर्य यमभास्य चतुष्टुम क्रमे. Sri Sut Goswami said, O learned Brahmanas assembled here at Naimisharanya, when Sukdev Goswami, the son of Dvaipayana, was thus questioned by the king, he congratulated the king and then endeavored to describe further the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. And Sri Sut Goswami ji. And who is Sut Goswami ji? Remember, who is Sut Goswami ji? So who is reciting? Yeah. Go ahead, Rina ji. Say again?
Sut Goswami is reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
Parikshit Maharaj, yes.
No, Sukdev Goswami ji is
Oh.
reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj, right?
Mhm.
But that is
Son.
before the Kali Yuga started. So when the Kali Yuga started, all the Goswamijis, Rishi Munis, they gathered at Nemisaranya.
Namisaranya.
At Nemisaranya, and they were thinking, how can the people in Kali Yuga, as we see all these things will start happening, they can get benefit of going back to Godhead. And then they said, like doing the Havan and Yajna will not be easy for the people in Kali Yuga, right? So what should be done? And then all the rishis were headed by Sonak Muni. And then Sonak Muni saw Sud Goswamiji. And Sonak Muni is requesting Sud Goswamiji to recite Srimad Bhagavatam for the benefit of everyone. So Sri Sud Goswamiji is reciting Srimad Bhagavatam at Nemisaranya. And he was uniquely qualified to recite that. Why?
He's son of Sukdev Goswami.
Because he was present, yeah, right? He was present when Sukdev Goswami was reciting this to Parikshit Maharaj. Sud Goswami was present there, and he could recite the whole Srimad Bhagavatam to all the Rishi Munis for the benefit of everyone in Kali Yuga, right? So that's why you hear again that here Sri Sud Goswami said, "O learned Brahmins, all the rishis were gathered at Nemisaranya, headed by Sonak Muni, and saying that when Sukdev Goswami, who is the son of Dvepayan, and who is Dvepayan? So Vedvyaji is also known as Dvepayan, yeah? Because you know, Sukdev Goswami is son of Vedvyaji, and he says that he congratulated the king and were to describe further the glories of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So then what Sud Goswami is saying, he is recollecting Sukdev Goswami after being asked by Parikshit Maharaj, he now started reciting the further glories of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So I think we are going to pause here. And today,
So we have one question. Maharshi Dvepayan was none other than
Vedyas.
Vedvyas himself.
Hmm?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Dvepayan, yeah. He is referred to as Dvepayan. Yeah? Vedyas is also none other than avatar of Lord Vishnu himself. Yeah. So I think we'll pause here because we are going to hear a very beautiful kirtan today. And so the kirtan we are going to hear was laid in the, the Memorial Day weekend in the May last month at Dallas Sadhu Sangh by the kirtan leader called Mayuri. She's like, I think maybe she's in like between 15 to 20 years old, I think. She leads beautiful kirtans. We are going to hear that for 6, 7, 8 minutes. Yeah. So. All right. Feel like you can continuously keep hearing this, right? It's what's her name? I think my yeah. So she's her name is Gandharvika. Yeah, Mayuri Gandharvika. Actually, her name is Mayuri Gandharvika. She lives in New Jersey. And if you saw the Maharaj sitting behind her, is Indru Dhamna Maharaj. Actually, so you saw the Maharaj sitting behind Mayuri Gandharvika Mataji, right? His name is Indru Dhamna Maharaj. And what was the name of Gajendra, the king of elephant, in his previous birth? Yeah?
The same.
Right? Indru Dhamna Maharaj. Right? Indru Dhamna Maharaj is the king of the Dravid side. That's what the story we read. It's such a coincidence. I didn't think about it actually. I just saw him and remembered. So he's king, he's Maharaj Indru Dhamna. He's under his supervision, this 3 days Kirtan is organized. Every Memorial Day weekend, every year. And all different Kirtan leaders lead such a beautiful, blissful Kirtan with 3,000 people in that hall. Just think about the vibration of 3,000 people chanting together. Hare Krishna. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? And Tarun, actually, I don't know if, for this MMNA convention, if Boston में जो है जो कोऑर्डिनेट करते हैं अपने भजन प्रोग्राम्स, what is his name?
Raj Heda.
हाँ, Raj Heda, है ना? So I met him. He was also there in this kirtan.
Okay.
Raj Heda spoke to Mayuri Gandharvika Mataji, the same जो अभी अपन कीर्तन सुन रहे थे उनका.
अरे वाह.
To see if she can come because she lives in New Jersey.
Oh, she lives in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened after that, but you may want to touch base.
I'm touching base with you. Why do I touch base with Raj Heda? आप हो यहाँ पे, आप करिए organize.
So he was waiting for something from you. I think that's what he mentioned to me. So
he didn't reach out to me, but आप बात कर सकते हैं गजेंद्र.
Okay, I thought someone talked to him probably. That's what he was mentioning. Maybe Abhilasha ji talked.
ठीक है, हम लोग बात कर लेंगे. But it's a good idea.
Yeah, we'll take it offline. Yeah.
ठीक है.
And I saw you with Giri Govindaji Maharaj yesterday. Is it?
Yes, I was.
Nice. I saw the picture.
Yeah, Girish also was there.
Yeah, Girish was there too. Jitendra Muchal sent me that picture.
Yeah,
Yeah, his
we
house.
all were
Right?
able to meet him for a little bit.
Nice, nice. So Giri Govind Dev Ji Maharaj, if everyone remembers, he's the one who gave that
Inaugurated the Ayodhya temple.
Chanamrit to Modi ji when he was inaugurating the Ayodhya Ram Mandir. Remember when he broke his fast? And the one who was leading the whole prayer and who gave Modi, he's the Giri Govind Dev Ji Maharaj. So he was in New Jersey yesterday. So Tarun was right there in front of him.
We could go meet him. That was really fortunate.
Very nice. Yeah, we met him last year, by the way. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Cool and nice to see you, Rasiksha Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Good to see.
सबको हरे कृष्णा सबको हरे कृष्णा
Hare Krishna.
Hare
देख
Krishna.
कर ये ऐसे ही अटेंड करता रहूं
आपके तो भगवान की कृपा जब भी होगी अभी हो जाती है, हमको भी आपके दर्शन हो गए.
बहुत लंबा गैप हो गया.
Yeah. It's nice. We have completed 7th skans. So far we are on the 8th. धीरे धीरे चल रहे हैं आप लोगों की कृपा से.
अब आपके
सबसे
नेतृत्व
बढ़िया
में
बात
हो
है
रहा है.
कंटिन्यू है.
Yeah. That's so it's very nice, very, very blissful reading, you know. And Gajendra Stuti was the really, really so nice, so beautiful actually. Correct. So Hare Krishna, I'll see you tomorrow at 9:30.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.